My coat of many colors is done. Is it perfect? No. Do I love it? Yes. So I just came to show you that it's done. I have buttons that I got for Hobby Lobby for they were on sale. They were clearancing them out, the buttons. I think I paid either 99 cents or 49 cents for 6 buttons. And they were 6 in a pack. I used all of them except for one. But I just wanted to show you that it's finished. So I'm going to come back and talk about all of the issues with the coat. Will I make another one in the future? Yes. And I will change up some of my techniques as well. But I just wanted to come and show you that my coat of many colors is done. And I'm going to put the scripture for the reference for the coat of many colors down in the description, or it might be next to the heading. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yes. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the details. God bless. You have an awesome and an amazing day. Be blessed, my friends. Bye-bye. Hi YouTube, and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get to the word of the Lord, and then we'll get to the projects I came to show you today. So the word of the Lord is coming. We're in Genesis chapter 3 now, so we're going to start at verse 1. The serpent was the shrewdest of all the wild animals the Lord God had made. One day he asked the woman, "Did God really say you must not eat the fruit from the tree in the garden?" "Of course we may eat the fruit from the trees in the garden," the woman replied. "It's only the fruit from the tree in the middle of the garden that we are not allowed to eat. God said, you must not eat it or even touch it. If you do, you will die." "You won't die," the serpent replied to the woman. "God knows that your eyes will be open as soon as you eat it, and you will be like God, knowing both good and evil." Thank you for the word of joining me for the word of the Lord. That is Genesis chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. And then on our next video, we'll see the woman's reaction to what the serpent is saying. And if those who might not be Bible readers, the serpent is considered the devil. So, but anyway, what I came to show you is I put the video out showing me in the coat, the full coat. I'm not going to be able to do it in this video, but if you see the little snippet before this, you'll see me in the full coat. Yes, I finished my coat of many colors, and I said in that video that I would come and let you know all of the issues that I had with the coat. So issue number 1 is when I made it. Well, issue number 1, it was supposed to be a dress. But when I had my husband measure me, he measured me and I chained to the length that he measured me. Mistake number 1. I should have chained and stretched it to the length that I wanted it. Because what happened once I started making the dress, and it was supposed to be at first, it was going to be a dress with just 2 panels. I was going to seam it together and add arms. That's what it was going to be. But when I went to go into the chains, it got longer and longer and longer. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just make it into a coat. So that's what I decided to do. So I made a right panel and a left panel. And then I said, okay, I'll take that panel and I'll double the number, because I think I did 20 rows, and it's a granny stitch striped up and down. So I said I'll take the panels and I'll double that for the back of it. Well, that wasn't wide enough, so I went a little bit more, which was fine. And then, so for the sleeves, where I ran into problems is I didn't mark them out correctly. So one sleeve is bigger than the other. This sleeve is longer and bigger than this sleeve, but that didn't deter me. And another thing I did was I connected my yarn. Once I seamed the shoulders, I connected my yarn and went around so I wouldn't have a seam going down the middle. I wouldn't do that again. Next time I'll just make a seam going down the middle, because I kept tossing, I kept turning and turning and turning and turning and turning the coat, and that was just like, it got too cumbersome for me to continue to do that. So next time I'll just make sleeves separately and connect them. And then I'll also want to do that because then that way they will both be the same size and they will both be correct. The buttons I got from Hobby Lobby in a packet, and these are some of the ones that I didn't use. I didn't use these ones on any on the coat at all, but I did use the yellow one, the orange one, there was a pink one, there was a purple one, what other color? So yeah, so it had 6 buttons in there all together, but I only used 5 of them, and I had 3 packs, so I have 3 packages of the buttons on here, and I didn't put these 2. So I spaced it out kinda, and just sewed the buttons onto the back. So it's very long. I love how it turned out. Another thing I won't do the next time is, what I did was I started to go around the neck with the granny stitch, all the way down, around, and up, and down, around, and up. Well, it made like a rounded, kind of made it look like a robe in a sense. So I won't do that next time either. I'll just add my panels, and then I will add, if I want to add more to the fronts or the backs, I'll do that. Or maybe I'll just add enough in the beginning and sew it together, like pin it together with seam, with stitch markers, and then add more rows to the front or the back if I want to do that. But I won't go up and around the neck. I don't really like that. I might just do, or if I do go up and around the neck, I may only do 2 rows or something like that, and then the other ones I'll just go kind of back and forth, so I won't get the, you know, I won't get this little collar thing. But I mean, it's okay. So I told my husband it's going to be my blanket / coat when we go places, because I'm always cold and I always need a blanket. So now I won't need a blanket. I'll just wear my coat of many colors and I'll have a built-in blanket. And I named it the coat of many colors from Genesis chapter 50. Let's see, let's go there. Genesis chapter 50 and no, not Genesis chapter 50. I'm sorry, Genesis chapter 37. 37, and this is the story of Joseph. And so starting at verse 4, I think it's at verse 4, it says, "But his brothers hated Joseph because their father loved him more than the rest of them. They could not say a kind word about him." No, that's not where it talks about the father giving him the coat. Okay, so in verse 3, Jacob loved Joseph more than any of his other children because Joseph had been born to him in his old age. So one day Jacob had a special gift made for Joseph a beautiful robe. And in other versions it says a beautiful coat of many colors. So it doesn't say that in this version, but in the King James Version, I think it calls it a coat of many colors. Let's go to the King James Version. I have so many different versions of the Bible. Let's see. Yes, in Genesis chapter 37, verse 3, it says, now Israel loved Joseph, and Israel is Jacob. God changed his name, but that's a whole nother story. So we'll get to that one day. But now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was born of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. And that's Genesis chapter 37, verse 3. So it just depends on what version you read it out of. If it says, you know, a robe, he made him a beautiful robe, or if he made him a coat with many colors or whatever. But we all know it's a coat with many colors. So that's what I made. And I was thinking, oh, this is my first wearable garment, but it is not. I found this in my closet, and this is a skirt that I made out of some Michael's yarn, and I don't know if you can see the sparkle in there. I made this skirt, and yes, I have worn it before. I've made this skirt, and I got this this tutorial from Hukanega One. I'll see if I can find her, if she's still on YouTube. This was years and years ago when I first started on YouTube, trying to learn how to crochet besides doing. My alarm went off, sorry. I found her tutorial on a YouTube video when I was first learning to crochet, and not just make hats and scarves and doing the double crochet in the round. So I ended up making this skirt. Like I said, it has sparkles in it. And I got this yarn from Michael's a long time ago, and I think I paid 89 cents a ball for it, and I had a bunch. I've given a bunch of them away. And then I also made a corner to corner. This is the corner to corner shawl that I wore with it. So yeah, this was my first wearable piece. And I haven't worn it in a long time, so maybe this winter I'll get it back out and I will wear it as well. But I'm loving my coat of many colors. Thank you for joining me, and I'll have to stitch this video with the other video. But if you've stayed this long, go ahead and thumbs up the video. What you waiting for? Thumbs up the video. Go ahead and like it. Share it with anybody you want to know. And I am going to make another one of these coats. Oh, and the yarn that I used was the I used the Caron Citrus Twist that you saw in one of my hauls, in one of my Michael's hauls. And so you can see it in the first Michael haul, and then I think the second Michael haul as well, because I got more of it. So if you want to go see the haul video, go back and watch that. But this is the Citrus Twist, and I used one panel, one ball, which was 407 yards for the left and 407 for the right. So I used two different ones for the front panel, and then I used two and a half for the back, and then I used I think I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I used like 6.5 to 7 balls of yarn, 407 yards a piece. But like I said, it was supposed to be a dress, and it ended up coming into a coat because it I made it too long. So will I make the dress now? Probably not. But will I make another coat? Yes, I will. But the next coat that I make is going to be a shorter coat. It's not going to be this long. And I chained 132 plus 1. And then these are just granny cluster stitches on the straight. That's all these are. And the next time I do it, I probably, because I think all the way down when I was first making the first panel, all the way down, once I chained 132, I think I had like 44 clusters. So the next time I probably won't have 44 clusters. I'll probably take it down to maybe 30 clusters or 24 clusters or something like that, to see how far I get, and then I'll just pick out the rest of the stitches and end it there. So we'll see. I might have a crochet along when I do it, for anybody who might be interested in crocheting along with me. But that's all I have for you today. God bless you. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Go and be blessed, my friends. Bye-bye.